Good day, everyone. So, before we begin, I want you to imagine something simple. Imagine waking up one morning and the first thing you feel is not excitement, but fear. Fear of what might happen next. Fear for your family. Fear for your future. For many people in the Middle East, especially those affected by the Israel-Palestine conflict, this is not imagination. This is reality. We often see that the conflict through headlines, short videos, or posts online. We scroll, react, we share, and then we continue our lives. But today, let's slow down. Let's try to understand. That's not just the issue, but the people behind it. Let me begin with this simple question. What do people often misunderstand about this conflict?
So one of the biggest misunderstandings is that this conflict is something recent, something that just started because of a single event. But the truth is, this conflict has deep historical roots. It goes back many decades, even generations. Think about it this way. Imagine a disagreement in a family that is never resolved. Instead of being talked about, it passed down parents to children and then to the next generation. Over time, it becomes more than just a disagreement. It becomes part of identity, memory, and fame. That's what makes this conflict so complex. It's not just about land or politics, it's about history, belief, and lived experience.
That really puts into perspective. It's not just about what we see now, it's about everything that came before. But let's talk about the present. What is happening to people right now?
Right now, in places like Agamashu, many families are facing extremely difficult conditions. Let me take it more reliable. Imagine your daily life suddenly changing. Your school is closed, your neighborhood is no longer feel safe. Electricity comes and goes. Food and clean water are not always granted. The hardest part, not knowing when things will get better. When often heard numbers, how many people are affected, how many homes are lost, but number can make us forget that each one represents a real person, a child who wants to learn, a parents trying to protect their family.
Hearing that makes it impossible to ignore the human side of this issue. Sometimes we think of conflicts as distant, but clearly they affect real lives in every real ways. Now, does this conflict stay with one place? Or does it affect other countries too?
It definitely goes behind one place country like Israel, Iran, and Lebanon are all connected in different ways. Politically, historically, and strategically, think of it like a ripple effects. When something happens in one area, it creates reaction in other alliance, disagreements, and internal. It all come into play this way. Why the conflict is so sensitive? Just not just about into side. Involves many perspective and each one adds another layers of complexity.
So it's like a chain reaction. One issue leading to another, making everything harder to resolve. But beyond politics and geography, let's focus on something we all understand, being human.
At the heart of everything, this is about people. Think about children your age or even younger. Instead of worrying about assignments, friendships, or dreams for the future, they are thinking about safety. About whether they and their families will be okay tomorrow. Conflict doesn't just destroy buildings, it affects mental health. It creates fear that stays even when the noise fades. It shapes how people see the world and themselves. But even in the middle of all this, there is still hope. Hope is found in small acts, people helping each other, communities. Staying strong, and individuals choosing kindness even in difficult situations. And for us, even if we are far away, we still have a role. We can choose to listen instead of judge, to learn instead of ignore, to show empathy instead of indifference.
As we end this conversation, I want to go back to where we started. That feeling of fear we imagined earlier, that is someone else's everyday life. While we may not experience ourselves, we can choose not to be disconnected from it. Conflicts, like the Israel-Palestine conflicts, are complicated. They are shaped by history, politics, and deeply personal experiences. But one thing remains simple. Every person involved is human, and a student is an individual, and as part of the global community, we have a responsibility not to solve everything, but to care, to understand, and to stay informed. Because peace is not just created in negotiation or agreements. It begins in how we see others, how we speak about them, and how willing we are to understand stories that are not our own.